Welcome to the Mob Jazz podcast. Please be aware that the content of this podcast is primarily social commentary and represents the personal opinions of the hosts and guests. It is not intended to be a statement of fact or an official stance on any issues discussed. This podcast is for entertainment and informational purposes only. We encourage listeners to seek out professional advice for any factual matters or decisions. Listener discretion is advised.
Guys, we've just started with the worst news you can receive on such a day.
Jarring, bro.
Yeah.
Jarring news. Congratulations, and I'm sorry, man. That's
Yeah,
all I'll
man.
Say, That's all I'll say. Yeah, but welcome, bro. Welcome, my guys.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good, excited. I'm always excited when I miss a pod, bro. Like, I come back rejuvenated, bro. Gas. And watching that pod of the two of you it sent me, man. I was glued because I didn't know where you guys were going next, bro, with the jazz. Hey,
But
there was no script. It
that
was
pod had
random
no
as
plan, bro. It was just me and Wendy. And even us, we didn't know we were going to start. We just said, yo, let's just start recording.
Now that was a proper bro pod, bro. Proper. There was no one to stop the other one from going too crazy, bro.
The funny thing is,
Guys was just going
I don't know where
crazy.
this guy started this whole story of, man, I went to the salon today.
But it was on my head, man.
I don't know, like, how did we get to that point?
I don't even remember.
Oh, you guys are funny, man.
That was an actual bro pod.
yeah. Guys,
Zero
on the weekend,
filters, man.
On the Friday Patreon pod, it was just Sidney and Wendy on the pod. I wasn't around. Casper wasn't around. So it was just like... It was an interesting dynamic. I don't think I've seen that dynamic between the two of you before. Of just you guys going back and forth. It was very interesting, bro. I enjoyed
That pod
it.
was low-key and hinged. I listened back, I was like,
No, you guys were out of hand.
I kind of felt like it was cringe. That's why even when I
Yeah,
was
you
editing,
called it a cringe pod. I
called
was
it
like,
a
at this
cringe
guy.
pod.
You're just not yet used to being like the focus of the jazz. Yeah,
but
it feels
It
different.
wasn't cringe, it was just unhinged, bro.
Yeah, it was just you two just being guys, man.
Yeah.
Just being dudes. Yeah.
Maybe that's what that guy wants. The guy was saying is a man's space, bro.
Yeah.
You should
safe
listen
space
to
for men, bro. Anyways, man. Yeah, do we have an icebreaker today? Casper isn't around either today. Should we say why? I can't say
She
she
will
had a
tell us.
medical. I feel like I can just say, bro. She had a tooth extraction. So she couldn't talk, bro. I called her today to come for the pod. And to be fair, she had sent me a streak while she was at the dentist. And she had even previously sent me a streak of like her what do you call it? Like an x-ray of her dental. And then today she sent me a streak at the dentist. I didn't think she was going to have an extraction.
Oh, you just thought it was like a checkup.
I thought like maybe she's still doing like follow-up thingies or I called her chick in the evening, asking her what up. That's what she can't talk, bro.
Have you guys ever
She's
had
mumbling, bro. She sounds like 50 Cent, like Kanye West in Through the Wire, bro.
Have you guys ever had a toothache?
A toothache? Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've never.
You've never
Never.
had a toothache.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a tooth removed?
No,
Have you ever had a cavity?
I've never had anything.
Like your teeth are
Yeah,
covered.
my teeth are covered.
Let's do this. Yo, hold on. Your teeth are perfect.
Teeth look
bro.
great.
Oh my God. I've never noticed your teeth are so perfect.
Never had
Jesus
any
What you be doing?
braces whatsoever.
You brush like thrice a day.
Nigga, once.
You have spectacular genes, bro.
Hey,
Fair
once
enough.
actually.
You have that enamel they talk about in biology books.
I
The
think
strongest
so.
element on earth. That's a jazz you
This
have,
thing is
bro.
like vibranium.
When you
man.
die, they'll be mining your enamel, bro. 100 years from now. Okay, shout out to you, man.
I've
Toothaches
died.
are terrible,
Yeah,
bro.
they're bad. They're
Toothaches
bad.
hurt like a toothache can
Toothaches-
stop everything, man.
Hurt everything, bro.
Yeah.
Your ear, your eye,
Yeah.
this entire side of your face can be in pain. Your body is bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah, most of the aches, I've never had any. Bro, even muscle pulls, I've never had a muscle pull.
Never had a muscle
You
pull.
know had a muscle pull?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't be doing more athletic. True. Yeah,
Let me tell you.
One day you'll do something athletic.
You will
You'll
catch
learn
a
what they
wine.
call that.
And you will jazz us.
Nah. Okay, wine.
I don't think you can get a
Maybe you're
muscle
going
pull
too
wine.
crazy.
Like a
stretching,
Suna Ben wine.
what? If you that's if your leg is here, your leg is maybe such as, but otherwise you're good with a wine. It will come when eventually you'll start to get active. You'll know what a muscle pull feels like. It also feels like hell, bro. And the ones that you get like in your sleep, they used to be very common when we were in high school.
Yeah, a guy just
Those hurt like hell.
especially like the quad thing. Mama, is this quad hamstring?
Hamstring.
This is hamstring.
Yeah.
The ham.
Can you swim?
I can.
If you ever get a swimming one, there you can even drown, bro.
Really?
You can even drown.
I've heard of those. I've never got one,
Yeah,
but
me
I've
neither.
got the toe thing. Yeah, it's not
had
a
stories
swimming pool,
about
but it's
it.
like a toe easy becomes dislocated. That
I used to
thing
have
hurts.
one in like my foot that would be
Oh,
persistent, like in the what they call that
That the ridge. I've
ridge
forgotten
on my
its
foot.
name.
Is that what
Not
it's called?
Capotano.
That
Capotano
thing.
is here.
Bro, that thing used to hurt. I would get it and my foot would just be like this,
bad.
bro. It would hurt like hell. Okay, I don't wish muscle pulls on anyone, man. Even in fact, in the the heel is the back. First of all,
Yeah.
I've even had in my heel. I won't hold you. But now in that, what's the front part before the toes, but on the base of your foot?
After the toes, I guess.
No,
Like a biological.
you know how there's the heel and then
Yeah.
this part here.
I'm trying to remember the name
The
of the
foot.
ridge because I know what it is.
Let's look at the
And
foot.
it's
What are the
pissing
different
me
parts
off.
of the foot?
Yeah.
That's what you yeah, but bro, you're too lucky. What else haven't you? Have you ever sprained anything?
No.
You never broken anything?
Actually, I've never broken any bone in my body.
This feels like one of those things where you ever watch those shows where like a guy that I know that he's a superhero, but then like he thinks that other guys are like him. That he thinks other guys are more strong, other guys are more this one. You might be
He's a
like that.
superhero.
So
Yeah,
you
maybe.
don't actually have perfect genes.
Maybe that guy, yeah. There is also this thing, I don't know what it's called in English, rather. Is it entunuka? Is it entunuka?
What's that?
What's that?
Whereby, like, your finger, a part of your finger, let's say a thumb or anything, it swells and then it's hurting as hell.
Just like that.
Just swells for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Is it like so-so how guys get so-so when they play basketball?
Or maybe, like, I don't know, like, you might get something like damage on your
Yes,
finger.
yes. Okay, I know
And
those
then
are
it
things.
develops into something.
Like
Yes,
a
I know.
swollen, shiny
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I know. It's like when guys like bite off the cat.
Yeah.
Those extensions.
Ah,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That thing hurts.
Nothing has like
And
hell.
it's like your hand is rotting, shit like that.
Rotting.
Your finger is rotting.
Rotting.
Okay, I don't know about rotting.
That sounds now like an ingrown nail.
You've never heard of that?
I've never seen it.
Called
Yeah.
entunuka for those who understand it.
Just show me the skeleton.
Understand
I'm
Luganda.
not telling you what the different parts are.
Just saying instep or what.
Anyway, yeah. Listen, man. Welcome back to our Mobster podcast. It is just the
welcome.
boys today. I'm Melvin.
Sidney.
Collins.
Yeah, this is another main pod episode, man.
Yeah, episode
We're excited.
141.
141, yes, 141. Yeah, bro, I feel like I'm excited for this episode. I have some things to
You have store. Actually, I feel like this is your pod, man.
I have some things to
This
say.
is your pod.
I had a very, very exciting weekend. Exciting actually is not the word. Maybe I should relax a bit. But I had my first time off work, official time off work.
Or like leave.
Yes, we could call it leave. I took the weekend off and went to Kabale Lake Bunyonyi for the weekend. I'm from Kabale, so it wasn't like a new trip for me. But
Oh, like, wait, you came straight from Kavali to here?
no, Kabale is my village.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
you're
from.
Kavali,
Yeah,
okay.
that's where I'm from. But I'll say that I've never spent as much time at Lake Bunyonyi as I did on this trip, bro. I've never ever.
You guys
like,
were there.
Usually when we go to Kabale, we will spend.
Like lunch.
No, we'll go there like once. We'll be in Kabale for like 2 weeks. We'll go to Lake Bunyonyi once, if even that, bro. Like it's a trip we make very rarely. This time I made that trip every day, bro. But man, where do I begin? First of all, shout out to the organizers of this event. It was called Bunyonyi Sunsets. I wanna say.
Bunyonyi
I'll get
Sunsets.
Yeah, damn, I can't remember the name of the event. But I think it was called Bunyonyi Sunsets. It was a very cool event. It was like an arts festival type thing where one of the nights I think was like they were showing short films by different African filmmakers.
Yeah.
Then there was a performance by Tie-Dye, Mwami, and then Mike Kaihura. Then there was a night with just DJs, bro.
Can't find its name. But
Okay. Then there was a night with just DJs. That's the most important night, but we'll get to that. So anyways, I traveled with one of my homies, so it was a bro trip. We had a driver, which made it perfect, so we were responsible. We left on Friday afternoon. We touched Kabale at maybe 9:30, 9:40. Then freshened up, headed to the spot at Bunyonyi.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't shout out the results. Or maybe I should. We headed to this one spot at Bunyonyi. This one resort at Bunyonyi. We found guys there. Guys were already too active, bro. Like, guys had all the fun already, man. So we found guys.
When did you guys go Friday, right?
On Friday. But Friday was the night when they showed the short films. It was also the night when Mike Ahura performed.
What time did you reach? Because by the time I called you, you were in Barra.
Yeah, we got there at like 9:40.
Were there buddies?
Were there baddies? I'm going to get to that. 9:40 is when we got there. Then at like 11 is when we reached Bunyonyi. By the time we got there, all the short films had already been played.
Now you just in party.
And guys had even performed, bro. Like, everyone had performed, including Mike, bro. So
Crazy.
that first night, we missed basically everything, man. And when once I just started to blend into the group, guys started saying they wanted to go home. So guys left us there, man. Yeah, my homie. But see, as we had come, excited, my guy had already had like 7 beers on our way there. So he was already turned. Me, I wasn't drinking because I don't really like to drink on the road. So
You have motion sickness?
I don't. I just kind of got over it. Drinking on the road makes me tired. It exhausts me. Drinking alcohol in general is exhausting for me, bro.
It is.
So I can only do it when the setting is right, bro. Because like then I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Anyway, so guys leave the venue, and only a few people stay. But when the guys were leaving, this one guy starts to play a DJ set on a laptop that was like playing the music of the whole go. It's a set of one of the DJs who was there. Keiru. Shout out DJ Keiru.
Shout out Keiru, man.
So they start playing a Keiru set. That's what I just want to say, bro. Like, if you guys don't know what DJ Keiru is, please just go on your YouTube right now and look for Pineapple Undertones, the YouTube channel, and subscribe to that channel. Because, bro, the stuff that they started to play. But have I never listened to a Keiru set in my life?
You've never?
He has these things called sunsets, right?
Yeah.
And it's even at this event, he was playing a sunset. And the way it's set up is he will be DJing at a venue, and in his background, the sun will be setting. So that's kind of the vibe of every one of those sets. Brother.
Did he post this one? Because I've listened to like a bunch of them.
Yeah, he hasn't posted this one. But just go to his YouTube, Pineapple Undertones, and look at the Sunsets series. I don't know if that's the only stuff he has posted up on his YouTube. But just looking at his YouTube, I could not believe that more people weren't subbed and more people weren't listening to those sets because, oh my God, bro.
No, his jazz is spectacular, anyway. Bro. I won't lie to you. So this night, the person who leaves the computer there playing the music, leaves it playing Sunsets 4. This edition we're going for, I think, was going to be Sunsets 5. So like, let's listen to Sunset 4. Me and my homie stayed at this hotel dancing. Just the two of us, bro. Were other people there?
There were other guys there, but they were seated in like random places.
Yeah.
Bro, we stayed there dancing for at least another hour and a half, bro. It was a vibe. Like, we left only because this place was a hotel and they have residents there, bro. You can't just keep playing music like that through the night. So come, they take off the music, me and my guy bounce. But he hadn't had enough, right? He hadn't had enough. So on our way home, we passed through Kabale Town. So we decided to pass by one of the bars in Kabale Town. I forgot what it was called. Damn.
Do I know a bar in Kabale? I don't think I do.
I know it's former Match and Mix. I forgot what it's called now. Brother. Guys were turning up. Oh my God, bro.
And this is a Friday.
Guys were turning up. It was lit in there. But it was too much, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it was too much. But like, we walked in. I walked into Agua, and you realize that you can't go any further than like just the first like 5 meters into that door. Like, because it looks dangerous in the rest of that door. Like
Peak Alley's 20.
Looks risky. Like you
12, bro.
You look out of place enough at the point where you are. Picture this is the entrance, right? You walk into Agua. You know, at Kafaska initial car, survey that you do, man.
It's a quick scan.
And you realize the only place I can be in this square
is here.
Here next to the entrance. Like, fortunately, the bar was right there at the entrance when you walked in. So me and my guys went and stood right by the bar.
It was still just the two of you?
Me, him, and the driver.
Oh, okay.
We go stand by the bar, get a few drinks, and got like a drink each. In fact, me, I didn't even get a drink, I don't think. But get some drinks, stand there for a while. Then, like, this one chick comes and walks up to us. I think one of my friend had caught her eye. So she comes to him on some. She's trying to vibe with him. Just my driver is like, tell him be careful. Tell him be careful. These women, what. I'm like, yo, he'll be okay, bro. So,
how old is the driver?
I actually don't know how old that guy is, bro. You know, drivers be young their whole life.
Yeah.
They be young and then one day they just grow old. He's a young guy. I'll say that. So, yeah, that she comes up to my birthday, starts talking to him. Me, I'm looking at her like, this is nuts. If this goes anywhere, it'll be even crazier if this goes anywhere.
Was she a loco?
She was a loco, bro. She was like from
day
born and bred, bro.
You can tell.
And that's the energy she was coming with, bro. She immediately came to him and said, buy me a drink, buy me a beer. So again, man, that guy just buys her a beer. She stays there trying to jazzy. And then the guy escapes somehow. He escapes. I don't even know how he escaped, but he escapes. Him and the driver, they decide to go take a lap.
They leave you there.
They leave me there.
Was she bad?
Shorty now comes to me. Was she bad? I wouldn't say that, bro. I wouldn't describe her that way, man. I wouldn't describe her in those terms.
That's why I stopped at loco.
Yeah. I wouldn't describe her in those terms.
She's a loco. I've been to Cavalry enough to know the energy that you come with.
I'll say this, bro. Like, you would think, I remember I used to have this assumption when I was younger that because Cavalry is so proximate to Rwanda, that there's just a lot of like Rwandan babes in Cavalry. You'd think that.
Not at all.
Nah, bro.
I'll tell you this, the Rwandans are beyond Cavalry, like further into Uganda.
Yeah.
It's like they skipped that one.
I agree.
Cavalry and Kisoro?
Yeah.
They skipped it.
They skipped those. Those are very much like
they're a bit too close. Yeah. They skip. They start from like Ntunga Mode.
Yeah, but it seems like
so
back in the day.
home, so.
Back in the day, they used to be there.
They used to be there.
These days, they're not really there.
But they were young. So I feel like...
No, I mean back in the day, like in our parents' days. I think like those were towns where they could actually come and hang out, but now not anymore.
Yeah, man. Cavalry and Kisoro, they skipped those two.
So anyways, this guy's leaving me out with this chick. She's now starts trying to jazz me. At this point, though, I'm a bit tired. I've been dancing for the past over what? I was on the road for the last 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'm a bit tired. So she's jazzing me. I'm not really like giving her the energy back, bro. So she starts like, I think she becomes concerned for me. So she starts as if like wondering what's wrong with me. I tell her I'm ready to go home. She says, hey, okay.
What time is it?
This is like 3 a.m., bro. I'm ready to go home. She says, okay. Okay. Now I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you so that you go home.
That was that.
And you reach safely.
But I saw her face.
Yes, bro. It was so So I'm going to pray for you so that you reach home safely. She starts to like legitimately pray for me, bro. Legitimately, she starts to pray for me, bro.
Was she drunk though?
On hand, she had a beer in her hands as she was praying. So God bless her. She was definitely.
You've seen those memes of guys who they sin, but they're not sinning in front of the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
The guy's about to light up and he's like, hey, there's a church there, man.
Yeah. So anyways.
Those things were like you're having sex and then a gospel song.
What's the move after that? What's the move? For you especially.
Stop mid-thrust, man.
Stop mid-thrust. And what? Wait for the song to end, what? Go change the song,
yeah,
bro.
you switches to the remote to just mute the song.
Hey.
Nah, that's too funny.
It could be in Lashinga, there's a local church next to you, man.
That's too funny. So anyway, she prays for me. After she's done praying for me, she starts to like, it changes from like a prayer to now like a warning, bro. She starts saying like, but make sure you go home straight after this. Don't turn anywhere. Don't go anywhere else. From here, go straight home. if you go anywhere else, don't say I didn't warn you. I've told you, make sure you go from here straight home. If you turn anywhere, go anywhere. I was like, this is funny, but like I don't want to try it and something actually happens, bro.
That's coming from a local, man.
Bruh. So indeed, I went straight home, bro. After that, we called it for the night. The next day, we were chilling most of the day at the house. Then we left.
You guys were all in the same house?
No, just me and my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, my guy and the driver. Everyone else stayed at Bunyonyi at one of the resorts. So yeah. So next day we leave the house again, head back to Bunyonyi. Everyone was linking up at this island. Guys wanted to do, I think it was like for zip lining or something.
Oh,
we didn't know that though.
I know that cutting.
Yeah.
I know it, yeah.
So we didn't know any of that. So us we just went dressed for like the rest of the day, bro. Like we went dressed by
That was smart, bro.
Yeah. So we get there, guys are on a zip lining thing. We let guys do their zip lining thing. Take pictures of them, videos of them. It was hilarious, bro. First of all, for most of zip lining things, you have to do like an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Guys were not expecting
It's like the Oguzulu thing.
Similar.
Yeah.
So guys don't be expecting the obstacle course for some reason, man. So guys were pushing the whole day, what vibes. People at the end of the day were going to zip line. I think they thought it was going to be a vibe. That zip
Like
line
you just
was.
climb, zip line, go.
Yeah.
Aye.
No. There's a bit of like an obstacle before.
The zip line is at the end of that thing, bro.
So some guys, the totos, once they started the obstacle, they had to finish. So the chicks said, nah, they weren't going to do the obstacle, so they gave them like a shortcut and they just climbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, we left. We went to the next lodge now. So the way the thing was set up is we would bounce from lodge to lodge. Mm-hmm. We weren't at just one place, right?
I did notice that though, because your night 1 and night 2 snaps were 2 different locations, I know. So I was wondering. Yeah.
So 3 different lodges, I think, in total. So anyway, we go to the 3rd lodge. This is now like that one lodge with like a beautiful view.
Yeah, and like
a patio.
Yeah.
So that's where the sunset was. Keru set.
That place is beautiful.
So
bro.
beautiful.
So beautiful. Actually, need to go back.
I'm very eager to see how his thing ends up looking, because it was like it was a bit of a cloudy evening. Wasn't the greatest sunset, but like I'm sure it will still look hard in his video.
Yeah, you just need to edit it well.
So by the time we get there, he has already begun his set. It was a vibe, bro. We're having a time. But as luck would have it, I guess because of the pace of the night and the way the night goes, the first set is always going to feel like the first set. Does that make sense? Like the first set kind of like, it sets the tone. Guys enjoy it, but guys are not fully engaged.
They're not
guys are still
immersed.
like settling in. So Keru set was tough. But brother, after Keru's set, now Keru's set ended right when guys are now gotten comfortable, bro. He had already set the vibe. Guys were chilling. Guys were cool. And also Keru was the biggest DJ there. He was the most popular DJ there. He's the only DJ who everyone knew. Brother, this Kenyan DJ comes on.
Is it the thing?
Her name is Badmon.
Yeah, I saw her.
I know she says it bad man, no Badmon. Brother. And she's been here. Do you know she was here when we had Maya on the pod? She came in. Do you remember I showed you with a fire bag?
I remember her.
A fire blue bag?
Yeah.
Brother. Badmon comes on.
That chick can play. Remember how that evening after we went to where they were recording from?
Huh? Where?
After the Maya pod.
I didn't go with you guys.
Yeah, it was just me and Magic.
Uh-huh.
Went to that place after to like see them recording, blah, blah, blah. That chick,
DJ'd.
she DJ'd.
Brother, I was unaware. Her set begins, bro. I learned this weekend. The first song in a set is so key, bro. It lets guys know who they're dealing with, bro. It lets guys know you're not just an everyday, ordinary individual, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They surely started to play. My guy, she put in one of the hardest sets I've ever had in my life, bro. Her set was so tough. She played songs that I haven't had in years, bro. And you see the way these guys play.
Was she like mixing genres?
Yes, bro. You know how these guys play. It's not like a playlist, bro. You know how you can say Maska has fire taste. He knows how to play one song after. Nah, these guys be blending songs, bro. So they'll play a song where you love the lyrics to that song, but it will be with a beat where you love the beat to that song, and it's blended.
Wait, when the beat is not its original
yes. Beat? Oh my God, bro, this shit was so tough.
Something like vibe.
Similar to that. You know what guys be doing? Similar to that. Bro, these guys were killing it. Anyway, I'm still on Badman. Badman killed it, bro. It was so, like, by the time her set was done, everyone was like, yo, this was insane. Have you guys heard, when was the last time you had Not Nice by Party Next Door?
It's been a while. That's
you
like,
don't listen to Not Nice by Party Next Door.
That's like COVID,
I didn't listen
bro.
to that song, I swear, since that album dropped. And I loved that song.
That was one of my favorite songs on that album, bro.
I can't wait for these guys to upload those sets because, first of all, in the Badman set, you'll see me there, bro. You know how guys be like, because we're recording everything.
Yeah.
Those guys will be in the background.
Culture FM guys.
By the time the Badman just started playing, I was behind her, bro, just going crazy. It was a vibe. So
Not
after
nice.
Badman plays, I feel like I've had enough. Like, yo, this was cool. I'm good. So they start set up, then another guy comes on, bro. Another guy comes on. His name is Karuga. Brother.
Ugandan.
No. Karuga, I think, is also from there. Also from Kenya. And I'm going to talk about Nairobi in a second. But he's also Kenyan. Bro. Karuga said. Yo, all I'm going to say, bro, these Kenyan DJs, first of all, they are so tapped in. They're so tapped into what's happening here. That the way that they play with our new wave songs, these songs that Dennis's are BB songs, that what they do with those songs, the stuff they blend them with, but I was just like, I was too impressed. I was also just too like, I felt like I'm being deprived, bro, of a vibe.
You want to go to Nairobi now?
Like, bro, it's just not vibey enough in this, bro. Like the experience on that, what they call it? What is it? A party or what is it?
Is it? I guess it's a party.
At that lodge, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was amazed, bro. I was immersed.
So you guys were outside.
Yeah, we're outside, bro.
Like terrace.
Yes. Okay. We can call it a terrace, actually. Bro, I was so impressed, man. Shout out to Keiru. Shout out to Badman. Shout out to Karuga. It was insane, bro. I was fully, like, after that night, I was like, you guys owe me nothing, man. Like, I've had it. I've had enough. And meanwhile, that sets were just an hour each, bro. It was 1 hour each. By the end of those 3 hours, I was like, you know what? I can go home like this, man. If you told me a Saturday night, I go out and dance for 3 hours between the hours of 5 and 8, I would go home, bro, after peacefully. So, anyways, all of that ends. We continue to chill through the night. We go home. I think we were home that night by like 1:30, which was perfect. Before I even leave this point, I just want to say, man, like, what is it with Nairobi, bro? And there's just something there. There's something in that Nairobi, like, I don't know, like, culture, bro, that just makes them so vibey and so, like, and they're able to just merge so many, like, vibes from different places and then just create something new and just beautiful, bro.
This beyond the music?
It's everything, bro. It's everything, man.
I can see what you're saying. I don't know whether it's because it's a different country, but I also see what you're saying. Like, maybe that plays a part. Like, we are not in it enough to get used to it. So when you see it...
My theory is more like, when you're going to a different country, I believe that sometimes you have to come with your A game.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, to me, I kind of feel like that's the reason why those guys.
I'm not gonna. But when you go to Nairobi,
but
you also feel like, bro, just it's lit here.
I
you don't feel like, man, I've brought it here.
Maybe Nairobi you go with this the knowledge you have of the DJs here. You'd be expecting to get the same thing, and the fact that now there you're going to be experiencing a different thing.
You know what
that's
I
why
think?
it sounds new and
honestly, I think when it comes to culture, especially like in the arts, I think there are just certain countries in different eras. There are just certain countries which lead. Like I like to think of like now, like you've heard about Europe in the revolutionary period.
Yeah.
France was the leader, bro, of the arts and politics and everything. All those things. France was the front runner, the ones leading. I think that Kenya and Nairobi might be similar for us, bro.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. Like, to counter your point, fine, it's a different country, but also Nairobi absorbs so much of very different cultures within their people and without. And there's like a blend they have that just makes it unique to Nairobi. Now with Kampala, we are Kawa. But we pretty much do the same thing.
Have you had anyone with a positive comment about DJs here in Uganda?
DJs?
Yes.
I mean,
who is from
they
Kenya
love some of our DJs.
They love our DJs.
Don't take this the wrong way. I love our DJs as well.
Love our DJs, bro.
It's just that I haven't experienced that from a Ugandan DJ yet. Like a boiler room vibe.
And I'll tell you
boiler
this.
room type set, bro.
Our DJs, I also like that many of them are starting to also tap into that.
Okay.
Copy notes.
Keyword, please don't attack me, DJs. Starting to.
Yeah.
Because now it feels different from what it was back in the day, you get. But I feel like with Nairobi, that's their thing, bro.
I'll tell you guys, like those sets, it didn't feel like I was listening to. It didn't feel like I was in a club listening to songs that I love. It felt like these guys took different songs that I love and made them into brand new songs that I didn't know I would love, but that I love. You know what I mean? Like they picked these two different things that I already enjoy so much and blended them and created something that I love even more, bro. Like, to be honest, some of the songs they were even playing, I didn't know what songs those were. But I could just feel, good music is good music, bro.
Yeah.
These people are creating music, bro. It's not just a DJ set. They are making music. It's like, Kitranada is, bro. Like, it feels like this could be that. Like, if they decided to sell that to me as an album, I would buy it.
You'd buy it.
I hear it. I was like, yo, I want to have the Mixcloud app on my phone, bro. For the first time ever, bro.
You downloaded it?
Don't even have an app. Mixcloud.
Does it?
I don't even know.
And I just be listening from the
but
browser.
But that crossed my mind, bro. I was like,
let's check. Maybe.
But you know what it might be? I think that those guys have also had like different things come together to create one thing. So I think that maybe they've also had like the right maybe political climate. They've had they've had the cultural context in order for them to become the forerunners in like,
I guess arts and culture.
In East African culture. And because even I feel like they're the most politically vocal. And
They are.
You know what I mean?
They are.
I
I don't think it's a thing that is just happening now.
Yeah. And the way that they are with their political outspokenness, it's different from us. Because we can also say that Ugandans are politically outspoken to an extent. But our jazz is very much, we have the right to poke. You dig it? We know you can poke from a distance. You can do it from
Those
afar.
guys be pinching, bro.
Those guys there will be in the streets.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
The way the government handles them is not the same way.
I agree. I agree with that.
However
True.
vocal we may be here,
True.
I agree with that, but also you see, that also adds to the political context. That's why they have like a certain freedom that allows them to maybe go a bit further than us.
And again,
for us,
it's not new. It's not.
we have that jazz, but there's a consequence to that jazz. So you have to be able to like find like a balance between jazzing mob and also being careful, bro.
this guy learned that scripture about spare the road.
Yeah,
So
our
the
guys
Uganda-
know. Our
Let me
guys.
tell you, Kenya culturally in East Africa,
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
And for me, this is where I see the difference. Yeah. You can say if we are talking about arts and culture now, Rwanda is getting there, bro. Because first of all, their leadership is very open to like appreciating arts and culture nowadays. I mean, you've seen the people they have brought to Rwanda, John Legend, blah blah blah. You've seen their Visit Rwanda campaign. That's something we don't have, but they still can't compare to Kenya because Kenya has been doing it for time, bro. For time. So it's not just a new thing. It's just how they have been raised.
What else
to be expressive.
I think the Rwanda thing it's slightly different. And shout out to the guys who were there from Rwanda. I had a lot of interesting conversations with guys over there. I'll say about Rwanda, it feels a bit more like a greenhouse.
Definitely.
That makes sense.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, it feels like it's being encouraged, but it's growing in a protected environment.
That is true.
That makes sense.
That is very true.
While the Kenya situation is very much like it's like a forest, bro. That makes sense. It's growing.
It's a bit wild,
nature, bro. It's like there's no direction. There's no one guiding it. There's no one.
And that's a good thing for arts and culture.
And both
in
of
my
those,
opinion.
both of those I think are good.
Yeah.
Both of those are good, but they're different.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like here, I don't even know if we have any of those two, bro.
Not even us, we are. We're just a smaller forest. I think we're like a wild bush, man.
Yeah, it's. I won't lie to you. Now in East Africa, it's Tanzania I don't know about.
Tanzania?
I don't know anything, bro.
I feel like Tanzania
what's
kind
even
of
happening in Tanzania?
Huh?
People will be even asking themselves, what is even happening in Tanzania?
Yeah, Tanzanians are very
They're inside.
secluded.
Yeah,
bro. I don't
like
understand why.
they're inside their
The
country.
only thing guys know about Tanzania is Diamond Platinum.
Yeah, and friends.
Oh, he's Tanzanian?
And his birthdays. He's Tanzanian, yes, he's Tanzanian.
I thought he was Kenyan.
So I feel like we're aware of what's happening there, but they don't blend in with the rest of
I won't
the-
lie to you. That time I went to
community.
Arusha, and this is not a knock on the country.
Yeah,
I just didn't experience the culture.
yeah.
Because also didn't know where to start from, bro. You see, like when you go to Nairobi, one, you will know enough people there to start from somewhere. Two, you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you know where to touch. In Tanzania, I didn't know a thing, bro. The only place you can, like, say you will know things is Dar and Zanzibar. But like Tanzania, I don't know anything.
But also on the flip side, you have to also think about this thing, as you've said, that you don't have any people over there, like who are there, who can tell us
That as well.
what's
That's true,
actually
that's
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of makes it hard. It's more like saying that North Korea is so secluded. You don't know anyone who is that
One is
side.
different, man.
Anyway,
I know a
bro,
guy.
My big takeaway from this trip was I want to go to Nairobi more, for sure, bro. I don't like the cold, I don't like that jazz, but I want to go there more and just tap in, bro. Tap into whatever is happening there, bro. I just want to be plugged in. That, but also I want to go to Kigali more, man. Because at the same time, it seems like we have a very decent, like, following in Kigali, bro. A lot of guys fuck with our pod in Kigali, so it seems.
I be saying them in the comments. I
So
be
it
saying
might
them. Shout
be-
out Kigali, man.
Might be worth it for sure to tap into Kigali as well. So yeah, man, that's what that trip did for me. On Sunday we didn't do much. We went around Kawale.
That's the day you returned, right?
Yeah, no, we returned on Monday.
Yeah.
I returned yesterday.
What day is it today?
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, you did return yesterday.
Yeah, but Sunday me and my guy just drove around Kawale. I showed him around the places that matter to me. He also like lived in Kawale for a short while he was a kid. Also went to his old school. Went to we went around, man. It was like a nice car trip, nice bro trip. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Came back yesterday. We got back at maybe 4 p.m. yesterday. Yeah, man. And that's that. That was my weekend.
Nice trip,
bro.
man.
That was my weekend.
I honestly need a trip to Kabale soon. It's been a while. It's been like 5 years since I've been there. 5-6 years. It's been a while.
How do you guys feel about spending time in bed on trips?
Could never be me.
Spending time in bed.
Yeah. Like how
Never
much
be
time
me.
is okay for you to be in bed on a trip?
Here's the thing. Already at home, I don't spend much time in my bed. Bro.
Okay.
So at a trip, there's like a pressure I have to
Go and do things.
maximize, bro. And it doesn't mean activities like I'm outside but like just experience the place.
Yeah, I think it's similar to this thing of going to the club and you're seated. What's the whole point of you
What's the
going
point
there?
of you being there?
There's a point.
If you want to stay at home and sleep, it's cover, but you've decided to leave home, be active.
Yeah, don't come here to sit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay, I guess.
Taking a trip to Pash to me is like crazy business. I could never.
To be fair, on this trip, Kabale is kind of a nice place to sleep, bro. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It
It
does
was
get
rainy on this trip. It was a nice time to sleep, I'll say that.
So you were
Oh,
Pashing?
yeah.
Also, I'm
Actually,
from
it's
there,
the weather.
bro.
Yeah, now the weather makes it.
I'm
like
from there, so I've
conducive
seen
for
Yeah,
everything.
okay. Kabale is different.
Yeah, Kabale is a bit different.
You go to Nairobi and I spend the whole day in my bed. I have sinuses.
Yes, I also have a problem.
But I'll get there.
The problem with Nairobi also
I get a
is
sinus
it's
break.
such like it's so cold, bro. You can't fail to leave the house. It's so good to sleep, bro.
Yeah, you don't have energy.
But in Nairobi, in fact, to be safe, you may need to just have like an itinerary, bro. Like you may need to know where you're going the next day and when you're getting there.
Do you guys be out like in places where guys have winter seasons? Do you guys be out?
Out, like turning up.
Yeah. Yeah. You just need to know what to do.
Okay, like in Nairobi, there is no snow, so you might as well just leave because guys are actually living when it's actually there.
Yeah, guys, we
I
chill.
can tell you this: the time we were there, we didn't spend a single day in the crib, bro.
Now, for me, that's also another thing. If I'm paying for this accommodation, I need to be here. Easy.
That's a place to store our bags, man.
I need to easy be here,
Hey,
bro.
I'm literally paying for a store if I'm on
Ain't
a
no
trip.
way. Ain't no way.
If it's like a coastal trip,
yeah.
I can spend time in the crib. Because you see, the coast is different from a city. There I want to experience everything inside, outside, blah, blah. But like I've left a city to go to another city and I spend time inside. Nada.
I feel like when you paid for that thing, like as long as you're getting the food, if that thing comes along with the food, and maybe like there's a swimming pool and you're also having the swimming pool, and then you're going to the gym, I feel like that's enough.
Swimming pool in Nairobi.
Sleeping
As
nada.
long as I'm coming back at night to sleep, I wouldn't mind so much about it.
And see, that's the other problem. Because you don't be really coming home at night to sleep enough, bro. Now, think about this trip. The first night, we got home at 3. Second night, we got home at 1:30. Third night, we got home at also like 1 or 2 something. Brother,
That's what a trip is.
yeah, but we're barely sleeping, bro.
Here's the thing. When you go for a trip, always leave like a day or two after you've arrived to Pash. After you return. Me, that's what I do. Because when I'm there, there's no sleeping. We are active.
I think that's why I want to, like, in the future, I might want longer trips. Either longer trips or day active trips, bro.
I hear
so
it.
that I can still be in bed when I want to be in
Because
bed.
here's the thing. You're not going to take me on a 3-day trip. And I rest.
Yeah.
Brother, we're outside.
Yeah.
When we went to Kenya, we went there for 11 days. So there were days to rest. This day, you're like, we've overcome. That's almost
If you
2
go
weeks.
there during like a regular time when our guys are working and shit, you can do your things on a Monday, a Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday you guys might do something. You might grab drinks with these guys who actually live there.
Thursday, you
Then
pass
Thursday you do something chill.
Yeah.
Friday you're back outside. Saturday you're back outside. Sunday you're back out. Then Monday you're
Monday, you're
again.
chilling.
Yeah.
You're coming back like on Wednesday. Yeah. Like,
maybe
that's what a trip is, man.
Yeah.
But me, accommodation is for bags and clothes, bro.
Nah.
But you said swimming pool in Nairobi, crazy business. Because that cold, you're not going to catch me in a pool.
Oh, it's different.
Seated.
You know, like how it is with the lakes or any bigger water bodies. Like when it's cold, they be warm, and when it's hot, they be cold. It's not the same story with
Can't
the
swim in a
swimming
lake.
It is.
Around
It
the-
is a bit, but sometimes it's just cold and it's cold, bro. You know what I mean? Like sometimes
You can't even fathom.
it's just cold everywhere, bro. that was what happened.
I feel
You
like
need
the
a
pools
jacuzzi or
warm up the
something.
longer you're in it.
No, but you can go to places with heated pools. There's a lot of those,
Yeah,
especially in cold places.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
A lot
You're
of
right, you're right.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know, like, guys who be in like cold places, vodka is their body. Because that kind of thing, it has like internal combustion, bro. So before they go out, they do like vodka.
Bro, how are you guys' weekends, man? I dominated, man. How are your weekends, bro? What you guys get up to?
Brother, we didn't have power at crib from Sato. Was it Sato or Friday? Saturday night, it rained. And the rain was heavy. Were you here? No, you weren't. The rain was heavy as hell. So I'm going back home. No more things, like you're chilling. Then I reach towards crib. I'm like, the only part that has light is shale. I see some lights outside. Those guys are like security lights. I reach crib. You know when you're going home and you just know the appropriate amount of light, and it just seems a bit darker. You're like, and it's not late. It's not like 4 a.m. It's like midnight. I enter crib. There's no power. Calm. Next day, I wake up like at midday. There's no power. So I'm like, this is now Sunday. I go to Caramel to work because I've not worked the whole day. I worked the whole day charge all my devices, everything. Go back home, no power.
No explanation, nothing.
Like me, I've not checked code because it was a big area. So I'm like, hey, maybe like someone, like there's a mall day. So I'm like, hey, maybe the mall owner will call. Because please note, this is the first time this is happening since we moved there. Okay, and maybe I was like, maybe it's a UEDCL thing. You don't know. The whole of Sunday, no power. Monday, I wake up, no power. I call the guys, I'm like, bro, okay, relax. There's actually no power. It's like the third day. Come. Go somewhere else, go to one of my boys' places. Please note, by the way, Saturday we have a friend's birthday party and it's supposed to be like a brunch thing. So now everyone's outfit has changed, bro. Because you know all of us stay in the same place. Guys had our satin shirts, what, now we're wearing cotton. And it's sunny. We're in the heat in cotton, bro, because you just needs to look ironed in the picture. Calm. Monday night, there's still no power. I go back home, no power. That power came back today at like 2 p.m.
Why did they do that to you guys?
I don't know. This didn't seem to be like load shedding. This seemed like a power fault.
I think it's been the same story even here. Remember, for the past few pods, the generator's been running.
Like the past 3 pods, the generator's been on.
Yeah, maybe it's just a Kampala thing. But see, that's also my beef. If stuff like that happens in your country, why do real estate guys, let me not just, I mean, mess up a bit, pipeline. But like, if I'm going to pay a certain price for certain real estate, be it the land or the house or whatever, I don't expect for load shedding to be something I ever have to deal with. Ever. I never want to come home after paying $1 million for my house over anything over 200K. Even it's 100 and something K, $1,000. I don't expect to be coming home to load shedding, bro.
Your standards are high, man. Even 50 bob.
I'm happy to report. Do you remember when I used to tell you guys that each time it would get cloudy, some guy in Umeme would just switch off the lights?
Yeah.
Bro,
it's
been raining.
And your car
stays.
Yeah. Must be nice, man.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is the first time this happened.
This
is the first time we've not had power since like we moved there.
It's not fair, bro.
And it goes, but it's like a blink. Because you'll be like, hey, where is the Wi-Fi restarted? And you're like, man, power must have gone.
Your neighborhood is too nice, bro. There are too many people with money in your neighborhood for them to think that they can do that, bro.
I be so pla because there's a whole mall. Bro. How does a mall not have power?
No way.
It did not make sense to me, man.
No way, bro.
And please note that the mall is like from here to like the UMI gate. It's not too far.
Do you guys get this when you go to the salon and then when Kara is off and they charge extra because now it's on the generator?
The other day Kara went, the last trim I got, Kara went mid-trim, bro. The guy had, this was proper. He had even done, he began like a bald fade. It was just this guy here with hair, bro, at the back. There was no way I would leave. There was no way for me to leave, bro. He looked cover from the front. You might not know what happened from the front. But if I turned my head, it was a mess, bro. I just sat there until they turned on the generator and they cut.
No, that thing used to happen when Waki does.
Some salons, they be having this
Extra.
electric thingy.
Yes, he has one of those.
Even us. But when Waki does, I remember the salon I used to go to haircuts were 5 bob. When Kara goes, it's now 7. I remember that.
First of all, that's like, you're taking advantage of me, bro, because you know I can't leave now. You already started.
You know.
No, like if you've started,
no, I'm not
it's 5.
But when I go,
but if you've gone and Kara is off.
Yes. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Okay. I'm not mad.
That guy even had video games, bro. That guy had a passer. So if you're bored, you turn, you start kubeing pasanga, they are cutting you. That guy was hard. That passer had like FIFA or 3, man.
Yeah. You get what you get.
Thanks to the listeners for recommending gyms.
Yes. Did you go?
I haven't yet checked them out, but I'm definitely going to go check it out.
Recommended like 6 gyms. You have no consolation.
Yeah.
Hard.
But I'm going to look for that.
Guys were in my inbox shouting out our accountability. They were like, yeah, man, that's calm. And there's a patron. She knows herself. I told her, hey, when she returns to the country, I'm going to do a 5K with her. You guys better start training.
Actually can run.
Actually can run, you guys. She is running daily, man.
What are we discussing today, bro? Do you guys have you guys seen the BBL thing? Casper just sent me that.
What BBL thing?
That they're now doing BBLs in Kampala.
Really?
It was fully announced.
From where?
And they're partners. What's check Twitter?
Oh.
Before
They are
even going to the
partners.
BBL thing,
Yeah.
do you guys see this thing where the government is like betting earnings are supposed to go through the bank?
Like they're supposed to be deposited into the bank
Yeah, like when you win your cup,
so they can tax them.
Yes.
You know how much they be taxing those betting earnings? It's nasty, bro. In other countries like lotteries and that jazz, they can tax you like 50% of
It is 50% most
yeah.
times. Yeah. In the US, I think their lottery is like 58. Something like that, yeah.
It's crazy to even tax the winners.
Why? What have you done for those days?
Bro, that guy is risking his earnings, like his life earnings. And
Yeah, but now
trying
you
to
see,
tax
what are
them.
you risking? Let's say 100K is the only dimes you have in your life. It means everything to you. But you've taken it to a betting house and you won 100M. And the government has said we're taxing 50M of that off. You also beef.
Bro, you've risked it all.
You risked it all, but
at
you
least
still
take
got...
at least take a ma.
Half
of it.
No, because if they don't tax it like that, they'll encourage it.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to be checked. They need to check everyone. The betting houses, the bettors, everyone has to be checked. So,
Funny to be betting when the government is also counting on your win.
of course, the government counts on everything, bro. Even in Bizo, the government counts it, man. Even when you're doing legitimate business, bro. That's not harming the public. They'll still take a chunk of it out as taxes, man. So,
But I won't lie, I can't find any news on it.
let me see.
I also don't even know what to search for.
Yeah. I've died BBL Kampala.
Rookie search.
Possibly the procedure is carried out by a surgeon, yeah?
I wouldn't even
Yeah,
know.
because
So
they're
we're having
companies.
plastic surgeons here.
We do have plastic surgeons. Yeah, we've had them for a time. But I've never heard of a BBL surgeon. Yeah. Is that still a plastic surgeon? Don't they have like a name? Cosmetic some. Maybe it's a
can't find it
cosmetic surgeon.
I can't find either, but they were basically advertising their like plastic surgery, like as if not wing, but yeah, they've rolled out the plastic surgery.
I get
bro.
it. It's like how marriage stops. Partners with like a condom company.
Let me check one more thing.
Shout out the condom company Marriage Stops has partnered with, man. That's one of our boys.
Yeah, I saw, man.
I prefer someone to just wear these, these asses they just wear. It's like a short which you wear, but it makes your ass bigger.
That's what you prefer?
Oh, one of those. If I had a
I
choice.
wouldn't like that.
If I had a choice.
I don't think I'll object to BBL, by the way.
Yeah. You know what a
I think I'll
BBL
object
is?
to BBL hands.
A BBL is not, what is it called? Where you could be
Yeah, it's not a butt implant.
feelings. Yeah, it's not an implant.
Yeah.
BBL. Butt lift. I can't take it, bro.
Are you trying to say that the butt cheeks can be like proportional? Like they can be even. The left one
like,
is equal to
yeah.
the right one.
They can.
Yeah. You just need a good doctor. Surgeon.
Sometimes it can come out funny. That's my fear. That's my biggest worry. Like
Yeah, you correct it.
paying for that procedure just for it to come
But I
out.
wonder how much it is, though.
I'm looking like a cartoon.
Brother, I don't think that this is a new procedure. Hold on. You're seeing more hospitals that are advertising this.
Eh?
Yeah.
This
I'm
on
here
Twitter.
seeing Novik. I'm seeing, yeah.
Novik.
See Novik, bro. Providing breast augmentation, breast reduction, breast lift, breast implant, liposuction, tummy tuck. I guess they're not offering BBLs,
No,
though.
the tummy tucks, those ones are day.
Hey,
Yeah.
been knowing of them.
Yeah. Tummy tucks. I might get one. I'm playing.
I won't judge you, though. I won't hold you. I won't judge you.
Nah. Can't be me.
I won't judge you as long as you don't tell me. I won't judge. Yeah.
If I come here and go mob,
Yeah.
but I'm skinny,
Oh,
you
but
just
there
know.
are a bunch of hospitals. I've been seeing since like 2022. Tough. Anyway, man, I thought it was just like very interesting. In case you guys are interested, I'm going to find the proper post, and too bad Casper isn't here, but I'll find it and share it.
Yeah,
You
but
have the aging surgery.
The aging, would I go for one? No. I have no issue aging, bro. I have no issue aging. Would you? Would you?
de-aging.
You know how much I want to grow old?
Or like aging or de-aging?
The aging.
De-aging. Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Nah.
That's not for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't lie.
I don't think we have too many other topics. Can we do some questions?
Can I
Before we start the questions, how often do you guys clip your nails? And do you clip your nails yourselves, or do you go to a salon?
I clip every like week, 2 weeks, because mine grow quickly. So probably every week. I do it mostly myself, unless I feel like I'm up there.
I've gotten a pedicure before. For you, I know you have. For you,
a bunch of times.
Yeah. I'm not gotten.
But mostly manicure.
Manicure, sorry. I've not gotten a manicure. I've never gotten a manicure.
Hey, what's pedicure? The foot thing?
The foot is pedicure.
Okay, pedicure mostly. Yeah.
So you get the foot one, you don't get the finger one?
I get the foot one more. On the finger one.
Okay, sorry, that was all I wanted to ask.
Why?
See, now because I need to clip my nails. I was like, bro, how often do you guys be doing this?
I do like weekly or every 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Let's have it. All right,
questions. Number 1. Where did it disappear to? You should host Rated Uganda. Who's Rated Uganda?
We'll check. Check who Rated Uganda is.
Alright. Shall come back to that one. Playboy Cat is fire. If you guys don't fuck with him, that's completely fine. You've officially reached Unk status.
I accept your.
I've also allowed, man. I'm an Unk, bro.
I accept the position, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, but to be fair, I need to listen to that album. 2 albums I need to listen to. That Carti album, and I noticed I never listened to Ghana Wana.
You never?
Never.
Is it?
Never. You know, very Ali Ghana, I struggled with Ali Ghana.
Boy. I
don't know, man.
Ghana Wana was fire.
There's something that wasn't hitting for me, but I have to listen to Ghana Wana.
Ghana Wana was fire, I'll tell you that. Next question.
Something else that's fire that I just listened to on my way here in traffic. The Jessie Reyes album. She just put out a new album.
Did she?
I forgot what it's called, bro. My good.
I'll listen to it.
Spectacular album, bro. Shout out Jessie Reyes.
There are no any search results on Google, but on Instagram, Rated Uganda is like a channel which just posts memes.
Posts what?
Memes. It's a page filled with
memes. Rated UG.
Please tell us who Rated UG is, man.
Try Rated UG.
It's Rated UG.
It's Rated UG.
It just says Rated Uganda here, but maybe Rated UG.
Tell us who Rated Uganda is, bro.
Bambi Europe is not a nice place to live. It's nice for touring and you dip. Someone actually get me out of here for real.
Sorry, man. Praying for you, bro.
Shout out you.
Page.
People day.
The YouTube page.
It's empty.
Empty.
Tell us who Rated UG is.
Rated Uganda. You
Tell
might
us
have
who
started
they are
your
and
page.
Tell us who they are and why we should.
Yeah.
Why we should collab with them, I guess. Yeah.
Guys, I'm a big fan and I'm in uni. So just asking if you want to shoot for a shorty. So just asking. If you want to shoot for a shorty and like you first send someone to ask a friend and just be like some guy. So the lingo. And just be like, some guy may like your friend. Then the friend says, if it's so and so,
tell him to chill.
Yeah, he should just chill. Do I shoot for the babe? Or because
the friend
I can't see the continuation.
That's like introducing a fourth party in this whole show.
Bruh, literally. He couldn't go there himself, so he sent someone. But not to speak to a chick directly, to speak to someone else who will speak to that chick. Yeah, but that's how arranged marriages be working, though, bro. Like, that's how it works, bro.
Actually,
maybe it's not the worst thing.
Question. Sorry, man. When you got part 1.
Yeah. No, bro, that is the wrong approach, man. That is the wrong approach, bro. Just go there yourself, man.
Just go there yourself. Because, let me tell you, she can never know as well. Even you can never know.
Yeah.
She might be bouncing you.
Go,
yeah.
You're too scared to go? Don't go. Yeah, that's also allowed.
You just know it's not your time for you.
You're too scared to go. Don't go. But if you don't conquer the fear, bro.
Yeah. Just shoot, man. Just shoot. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Been Googling.
You can't have what you don't reach for.
You know what's funny? I think once I buy a car, I don't think there will be any girl who's out of my league.
You're playing. You're playing.
You might not even be saying them because now you're in jam.
Because of what car you buy again. But you're in for a rude awakening, bro. Rude awakening.
Let me tell you right now. This one I have to whisper. There's a thing here who is whipping a car.
Brother.
I feel oppressed, bro. She doesn't sit at those days.
Me, I actually don't feel oppressed. I want to drive her. Like if she said, "Oh, can you give me a ride on my foothats?" Immediately, bro.
You just
I'll
park your
drive her
car
home and get a border back here.
here.
Like,
That
it's so
whip?
hard, bro.
Like,
That's exactly
now
what I
me,
want, bro.
if she said, like, you're where you going, can we go together? Brother, I'm entering that car.
I want that car bad.
That thing looks
I want that car
sweet.
bad. It's a beautiful car.
But when it's your girl,
She doesn't have to be my girl.
wait, just a random chick?
This chick looks like she's just here to revise.
Seems kind. Yeah. She seems like a nice woman.
It's very lovely.
She looks like an okay woman, but I feel like I can drive her home in peace, man.
If I find her next to Haka, I won't say hi. If I find her next to Haka, she just looks like she's my senior, bro.
Seems lovely.
Seems very lovely, man.
Shout out to her and her car. You guys don't know what car we're talking about.
Been googling every slight pain and symptom after watching Dr. Amanda's episode. There's no greater motivator to live well than the fear of being outlived by you haters.
By you haters. Don't Google, bro. Just go to Revive and do the scan.
Yeah.
Go to Revive and do a scan.
That's funny.
You won't have anything to worry about since you'll be dead.
But you'll die in pain. Like
That guy doesn't want to go before the haters.
I feel him.
Yeah. First verify this. Someone told me about Jay-Z Mastery. Blueprint 1, Blueprint 2, Blueprint 3, then finally Blueprint 4. His daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, her name represents the final masterpiece and the end of his iconic Blueprint album series. Guys can cook, man.
Interesting.
Guys can cook. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought Ivy was something to do with like, and it could be, bro.
It could be. You can never
Could
know.
be, bro.
Do you think Jay-Z will ever put it on an album?
Yes. 100% he will. 100% he will. He doesn't have to, but I think he definitely will.
I don't know. Like I think he will.
Yeah.
But I also think it's a Rihanna thing for him.
What thing?
Like he loves the music.
Good, yeah.
But now he's doing a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
An album, maybe tracks. Because he jumped on a few features after that. But I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I'm cool if he doesn't, but like, I think he will.
Isn't he the Apple guy right now?
Apple what?
Apple Music. Is he not?
No.
He's not, eh?
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that would even be allowed, bro, considering he owned Tidal, bro. Like, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, fair. Who is Apple Music? Anyway. During a divorce, do you split the money in the guy's bank account too? Fair question.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it.
Yeah, you do.
So like I send her my money from my account to hers.
Even if you don't send it, if court orders that you should do that, then you should do that.
So they check my account balance.
They can. It depends on what she asks for. If she knows the amount that's in that account, she can ask for something.
Okay, if my account has a mad debit before the things begin, I've sent it to like my mom.
And the money was earned during like the
money has been there. But like there's a minus 50 ma. And my mom's account has like a plus 50.
She might not be able to reach that. It depends. It depends on how much she knows, bro. And how much she's involved with. If it was like a joint account, obviously.
Okay, yeah, that one definitely.
If the money is like the proceeds of a sale of property, obviously she's entitled to some of it.
But if it's like my dime, I've worked like at my job. This is my salary.
She might not be entitled to that, but she'll be entitled to. She could be entitled to some sort of alimony, which would entitle her to like getting that money more regularly.
See, here's my thing. You saw how Anthony Edwards did this thing.
I saw. Did it work?
Man, I
Or
guess
he was
it
just
worked.
mad. Anthony Edwards, he got this chick that he was seeing pregnant, but the chick is considerably older than him, and let's just say she's in the streets.
Yeah, that's
She's well known. She's well known in the streets.
Just some kiddos, man.
Yeah, and she's like, because you've heard how like a lot of women in America particularly, like that's their move. They're just marrying these young wealthy athletes or having babies by them, and then those guys have to now pay for like forever to have kiddos with them. So Anthony Edwards, this chick took him to court. They're having like a custody battle. He told her from the jump he did not want to be involved in Like he didn't want to have that kid.
You've seen the messages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were messages where he was telling that chick, don't have that baby. I won't be in that baby's life if you do. That chick jumps and she has the kid. So now a guy is saying, has she had the kid yet? Or she's having a kid? I don't know.
I think she has had that.
I know she has had it yet. The guy said, how much will it cost for me to pay all of this child support now?
Till the kid is 18.
So I never have seen this child ever. Or this chick.
The guy could pay the lump sum.
He wants to pay a lump sum. I don't know if he paid it, but
I think the alimony was 5,000 a month.
no, you can't get alimony there if you're not married. No.
Okay, whatever it was, child
You get
support.
child support.
Yeah.
Child support.
5,000 a month. The guy said, I'm paying it
5,000 a month.
at once.
Calm.
And she's still getting child support from, what's the rapper's name again?
Another guy.
Is it Lil Baby? One of those Lils. That has a kid there with.
Maybe paying him a bag.
Of bro, Anthony Edwards.
The guy also looks like one of those ones.
Yeah, bruh. Max contract, shoe deal. He's making.
He's
They're about
24.
to make him the face of
The chick is like
league.
what, 37?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny that I've been making more clips about him, but I didn't know.
You
Yeah,
know
that's
that,
what it's
yeah.
about. That's what
Anthony
it's about.
Edwards, yeah, that's a total man
That's
right
what
there.
it was about. But he has a girlfriend. Have you watched Starting 5 on Netflix yet?
Mm-mm.
He has like a girlfriend, bro.
That
Who
guy's
was
big
more
cool
in love
king.
with what? Sweethearts from high school. Da da da.
I tell you, basketball as an NFL players, and they should just release, man.
Where did this even go?
This was the splitting money in the bank.
Yeah, so it's not a given. It's not a given, but it's very possible.
I don't know whether this is the right legal lingo, whatever. During that divorce, the whole thing is like, does the court spin at the bank to avail the bank statements?
That's why I said it depends on what the chick asks for, because that's considered property as well. Like money is considered property of the marriage, so it depends. It depends on the argument that the chick.
Can I ask though?
Court can ask.
Because if the chick is asking, okay, if I'm the one who has initiated the divorce,
If I'm saying that we had this property and he sold it for this much and the money is on that account, she can ask court to order that this amount be paid to her.
fair enough. Yeah. My issue is there's no formula, man. There's no like divide by two of what was made from this time to this time.
No
It
equation,
depends on what she asks for. So that's like the judge's discretion, I guess.
Yeah. Depends.
Say I love you last. It helps with the power dynamics in the relationship.
What if no one ever says it?
Wait, this guy is saying.
That's what you commit to say it. What if no one ever says it?
This guy is like, brother, if we're leaving a place, I have to say it last. It helps with the how?
Like say it last, like for the first time or always.
I feel like he
Now
just
guys be saying I love you when they're hanging up. So do I always just wait for her to say I love you before I say I love you back?
because the chick is saying it first.
You stay on the line. You don't hang up. Waiting for that I love you, bro. When she says I love you too.
This is such a dog move, bro.
That's insane. That's insane. I disagree. I don't
Nah. It's such a
I
dog
don't think
move.
it plays too much of a
That
role.
just happens in the honeymoon phase of the whole relationship.
Yeah, I don't think it plays that big of a role, bro.
What do you guys think about the metaphor? Separate the art from the artist.
Useful as long as the art is not too reflective of who the artist is. You dig? If an artist is a truly like, if an artist's values do not align with yours, let me put it that way.
Okay, like
If you don't agree with the way an artist is, the things he says, what he stands for, and the music is reflective of those stances, I cannot separate the art from the artist.
if the music is reflective, like in the message of the music.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Example, Kanye West. Kanye West, one of the greatest artists of this era. One of the greatest artists ever. Recently, his jazz has been very
Somehow.
not just somehow, bro. Like mob anti-Semitic, he has been on those anti-Semitic vibes, bro, but like taking it to the max.
You saw him wearing the black thing.
I saw that. Nothing just like that. Now, if Kanye West's album is also about anti-Semitism, how can I separate the artist from the art? You dig? Kanye West he's one of those guys who he has errors. Before this one, he had the gospel era.
Yeah.
And he had a church. He
gave us
gospel
bangers.
You dig? You can't separate that.
Let me not lie.
A guy like that.
The Sunday service jazz?
Yeah. So you see, you cannot separate that. You can't separate the artist from the art there. But there's probably certain artists. For example, it's going to be such a messed up thing. Chris Brown. Everyone knows about the him and Rihanna situation.
And a few other
People
bits
also
as
know
well.
about the him and Karuchi situation.
Yeah.
Like a bit weird and stocky. If the music is not about like fighting and stalking women, I feel like it's possible to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I know so many people who will disagree with that. But for me, that's how I feel. So for certain artists, it's possible. For some, it's not. That's my final.
Here's the thing. I also feel like there are extremes. Yeah? So, for example, what's the name of that guy in jail right now?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Legendary artist when he was outside. Legendary. Music, fire. But, like, after the charges, like, I would not listen to him. Does that make sense?
But you see how easily people separate the artist from the art there?
Yeah, I can see. Because, to be honest, after a few shots, and the DJ plays an arcade jam, you won't remember.
I'll see also another problem with him is the offenses he's found guilty of are sexual offenses.
Exactly.
And, like, that music is...
Now, he's the thing.
So, bro.
Yeah,
That
he's the
music is
thing.
mob sexual.
Chris
Bro.
Brown's offense was sexual. Wasn't it assault? No, that's battery.
Yeah.
That's not sexual.
So let's say, because what's this guy, Levis? And he's sounding.
Yeah.
No.
Fair. Yeah.
He can't survive, bro. Like, his
nah.
entire career will be over.
I'll tell you
this.
this. I'll tell you this. There are certain artists I do it with. For example, R. Kelly. Yeah. Kanye. I don't know that it's because his music is so good.
Yeah.
I failed to release his music.
No. Yeah. Don't get the wrong idea.
But
there's Kanye music that I can't separate from, like, everything before the anti-Semite jazz, like everything before Vultures.
Yeah.
I can still listen to peacefully.
Do you not actually listen to Vultures too?
They're both one of the greatest. But I mean, it's good music.
I've not
that vibes, that jazz.
It's because
energy
he also
has
started his things. I think that's why I didn't listen to Vultures.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with Vultures. I listened to like Vultures 1, like 3 songs, but I still failed. But like the older stuff, so I wonder whether that statement applies to errors of a person.
It does
But
for me.
Here's the thing. Actually, prime example, Michael Jackson. The guy made most of his more popular music in the 70s, 80s? 80s, probably. I do not know when those charges came up. But if he was doing those things in the 80s,
I want to say 90s.
90s, but does that mean now do we stop listening at the 90s?
No, but for him, that means he was found innocent.
82, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was
Found
acquitted.
innocent or acquitted or whatever.
He was acquitted. Yeah.
Yeah, but
The charge is there. You get?
Yeah. For him, the guys forgave him.
Anyway, guys
or he
forgave
meant too
him.
much to people for guys too.
So and that was my point. Does
He
that
couldn't-
reach a
he didn't get
state
Brand was
of
too big to fail.
does that reach a state of bigness where guys
Pause.
overlook pause? Yeah, pause.
He didn't get. I think he was a bit fortunate, and this might sound funny. He was fortunate to die when he did, because if he had been Me Too,
Me Too was
Me Too?
2012, right?
yeah,
He died in
it doesn't
2009.
matter who you
Yeah.
are. Anyone can get Me Too, bro. Doesn't
I
matter
feel like
who
that
you are.
his core fan base was from countries which
Don't care. Same with R.
But
Kelly.
that was then.
Please just don't
not-
That was
core.
2009, bro, when he passed.
Yeah,
By that time, people
They
were
had
not.
swung those charges back around you guys with force and proof. Hey,
Because those charges were crazy.
But still,
The
guys
charges
wouldn't
were crazy.
guys wouldn't care.
No, you see, like, I feel like his core fan base is in the States.
Yes.
And if they decide to cancel him, he's done.
But they're the ones who cancel.
Contrary
But
to
like
contrary,
MJ
I also believe that he has lost his core.
He has.
Because me, I'm in a
Yes.
core. I'm part of the
Same.
core. He has lost us, bro.
Yeah, he's
I'm
tweaking.
not trying
He's
to
tweaking.
hear any of it. Do you know what it means to not watch a Kanye West interview? As in, there's a Kanye West interview that came out, and
Like
I
a
didn't
week
watch
back, right?
it.
It was like a week or two back.
Bro, I used to watch those interviews because I just knew he's about to say something very profound. It's going to be surrounded by nonsense
That
and humor.
guy used
but
to
it's going to
cook.
be so profound.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting any of
Let
that
me tell you, if you go to YouTube and look for like old Kanye compilations, that guy was actually. But anyway, separate. I think the statement to conclude, I think it's true to an extent. There are certain extents where I can't separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, it depends on the artist.
Yeah, it really depends on the
The
artist.
art.
Yeah, now guys are going to abuse us, but that's our opinion. Next one. Realistically, who do you guys think is the biggest artist stroke musician that could perform in Uganda in 2025? And do you think we'll ever reach the AC level of Chris Brown and Travis Scott? Interesting question.
Realistically.
In 2025, first of all. I'm also trying to think about like the promoters we have.
Yeah, who can guys bring? Realistically?
Actually, Poppy.
Yo. That would be tough, you guys.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. That concert would be chaos. I would have to be far away from guys. Because the type of jazz that guys would be on that day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a
man.
concert guy. But
Yeah.
if they bring Charlie Poppy or Odumodu Black,
Yeah, those two will probably be very big.
I'm there.
And
And where would they be? You have to think about that. Like, you're not putting Chris Brown in Logogo Cricket over.
Those guys are too big for the Jamie Hangout.
which guys? Charlie Poppy and
Lumadu Black.
I don't know if they have the budget for them right now.
They are too big, bro.
They're too big, yeah.
Those guys are... They're like... Okay, I can't compare them to, like, the big three that everyone talks about. But, like, they're
quite big, but no,
Yeah.
actually those guys can get them.
They
If
are
they really
big,
decided to,
Mm.
they can get them. They can get them.
Charlie Poppy and Odumodu Black.
Yeah, those two are cool.
I would be there for both of them.
Who else?
Therefore.
I'm trying to think of the Babes as well. What's her name? Why is the name skipping my mind? The name has gone.
Nigeria, no.
Yeah. The
What
name
about
has
the other
gone.
places? South Africa, what?
Tyler. Tyler is not.
Ain't no
No
way.
way. There's
that Tyler would
no
come
way
here,
Tyler
bro.
is
There's
coming
no
here.
way, bro.
Tyler's a bit. She's too big right
She's
now.
way too big, bro.
Yeah, those are the only people that come to mind. Because when you say biggest, those are the people that come to mind.
Okay, fair.
I think it's possible. Do I think it will happen? Probably not.
Maybe Diamond. Has he been here?
I think he has. Been.
Diamond Platinum,
Yeah.
man. Diamond Platinum.
Here's the thing. I don't feel like I'm seeing enough concerts. Like, we're still in the first quarter,
Yeah.
but normally by now, you're already seeing something happening.
Guys are cuffing their budgets, bro. I don't know if things are tight or if guys are
Yeah.
smizing, but guys are tight.
Like, I'm not seeing enough concerts this year, man. But anyway, we'll see. Never know. Maybe it all blows up in Q4.
Yeah.
But those are only two guys, like the two biggest guys I can see coming here.
Okay.
Do I think we'll ever reach the level of SA? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
Okay.
And it's not a knock on Uganda. I just don't think. I think the times countries who have had big people, there has been a lot of subsidy from, first of all, the government. And secondly, everyone is pulling in the same direction to make it happen.
But guys
in
have
terms of
announced some
organizers.
concerts. I saw Malembe announce a concert. I saw...
Did they?
Yeah, they've announced a South African someone from South Africa.
I know Tyler ICU is coming.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
them, I think. But it's
That's a
gonna be
fame thing.
That's fame?
Yeah.
They might be involved there.
Could be.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and I don't think our government, first of all, because I think Kendrick was subsidized by the Rwandan government, right? Yeah.
Maybe not even subsidized, bro. That's completely paid for by them.
John Legend, I don't know.
But that government is also trying to get an F1 race, bro. So we're not in there.
Yeah.
We're on different jazz from those guys.
Exactly my point. We're on very different jazz. So this would have to be either competitors pulling together, which happened with some concert we had last year. It wasn't East meets West. That name plays me.
Oh, Windek, there are no babes. There are no babes at this thing on the weekend.
Yeah,
The ratio was not the greatest, bro. The ratio was not great. The babes who were there were babes who were my friends already, who I already knew, who I was hanging out
just
with.
for the homies.
But there was a group from Kenya. The entire group from Kenya had 2 babes. Badmon and one other chick. They were both a vibe, though. They were a blast. Well, Badmon was they were both a vibe. Then the Kigali team had 1 babe, bro. Believe it or not. That's
Only.
Crazy.
Kigali's
That's
right there,
crazy.
bro. Kigali's right there.
We can cross the border
and
with
a
them
babe
and
had come
come
with a
back.
boyfriend, bro. So
The hell?
I don't think she even spoke to anyone, bro.
Yo, speaking of babes.
It was mostly Ugandan babes, and the Ugandan babes were confusing all the guys, bro. Like, all the guys were just doing tricks, bro, trying to, like, trying to entertain, keep them entertained, bro. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
You guys, my new salon now. I went there. I walked in. All the babes were wearing face masks. And they were looking fine. But the moment they took off those masks, I don't know, like... Okay, they were easy.
Why did they take off the masks?
I think it was because they didn't want the hair to go, like, to sniff in the hair.
Yeah, but like, why did they take off the
I
mask?
don't know. They
That's
took
okay.
them
Just
off and then it was fun. I was like, yo,
Put your
Put
mask
them
back
back
on before I
on.
fail to tip you, bro. Respect
Yeah.
the craft, man.
If you're wearing the mask, leave it.
Yeah.
so crazy.
That's not a knock. That's not a knock on how they look. It's just professional.
Nah, it's a knock on how they look, bro. It's not like, it's okay, bro. Like, I'm here for a service, man. Like, just keep it
They all
cute.
looked fire.
Keep it cute for
But
me.
without the mask, hell no.
They were smiling with the eyes. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You guys keep saying subscribe to Patreon, but haven't yet made a mobile money option. Dying to binge those episodes.
Let's see, man. Let's see if these things work out the way they're supposed to work out.
We'll see.
I think
With
the intern thing is back.
Yeah, I saw. That's what I'm saying. Let's see if it lasts, or if they reach out to us. Because now we're not going to just. Yeah.
Actually, so was it Sabrina
Yeah.
doing something?
Yeah.
Love for you all. Keep going hard till a live session pod. I will pull up VIP type shit.
Fire.
Fair enough.
Fire.
So Melvin, are you up to make some gorgeous babies? The answer was not me. Pause.
I am. I love kids, man. I love kids. Yeah. Meet me at the clinic, bro. Meet me at my stops.
How does one get remote work? That's at me. I honestly don't know, man. Okay, here's the thing. It's long. I got mine through Indeed, but this was a time when, like, after COVID, so remote work was much more
Of a thing.
Yeah. Right now it still is, and to be fair, it's growing. But there are a lot of what is it called? Scams.
That's true.
So it's long. So reach out to me and like either DM the MJP pages or something. I'll get time to reply at some point.
But also, I've heard that like a lot of companies are outsourcing their labor now to Africa and like the Philippines. And
Definitely.
other places for, like,
That's what I'm saying. It's growing.
Yeah.
You're in the right market for it.
You're like looking for cheap labor.
cheaper labor.
Yeah, you're in the right market for it if that's what you want. But there are a bunch of nuances to it as well. Like it's just not, get a job and work. Man. Yeah. So yeah, it's long. Just reach out to me and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Melvin, you and your family are so wholesome. I saw the whole silo thing, and all my days, you guys are too cute.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Oh,
Shout out my family.
what's up with the photo dump?
Yes, bro. I did last year. I waited until the end of the year to just start like posting all these pictures from the year from 2024. But now because we're doing like this quarterly like review, because even when I did that, I was just doing it on some like, let me see what the year has been like. So sometimes I go through my gallery to just remind myself what the year was like. So since we're doing that quarterly this year, I decided to just do the dumps quarterly.
Fair enough.
While stuff is still fresher in my mind. The first quarter was it was interesting, man. I really enjoyed this first quarter, bro. Like, there's even certain pics that I couldn't post, but that a sign that damn I enjoyed this first quarter, bro. Like, I wish I could post.
It's funny that I didn't expect them. It was like House of Dragon came early.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
They've been cooking.
Yeah. I low-key feel like Instagram is coming back. Like, I feel like ever since I did that last dump, guys have now started just using Instagram to just post pictures, bro. Like, guys are no longer overthinking that jazz, man.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
The old Instagram.
Yeah, let just post what up. Don't overthink the jazz.
If I were to post on Instagram, it would still be photography for me. And if I would post me, it would be stories. Because I just don't have the guts to go and put a picture of me on the feed. Nah, it's just not for me.
Okay.
But anyway, said House of the Dragon came early.
You said it was like House of the Dragon.
I'm just saying, man, it just came out
Posting this thing early.
Pause. But yeah, what was I going to say? Speaking of House of the Dragon, there's a new anime I've started. Windbreaker.
Windbreaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it has always been there. I never bothered to watch it because the plot seems like, but it's basically high school gangs, bro. That's like your typical anime plot.
Yeah.
Windbreaker. I think it's spectacular. Guys beat.
High school guys are beating.
Yeah, they beat like the high school gangs run the streets, bro.
Yeah.
And the new season started like what? This weekend? Last weekend? One of the two. Guys beat. That's all I can say.
Have you guys watched
Windbreaker.
Wheel of Time yet?
Sorry?
Are you watching Wheel of Time yet?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Have you finished it?
No, I haven't.
Have the episodes gone?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
I've been busy watching 1923.
Is that a new season?
I've had good things.
Yeah, the season is still running.
I've had good things about the other season, and then this one I've had very mixed reviews. I don't know.
I feel like it's fire too.
1923. Is this the one that we've spoken about before on this one?
I don't think we've ever.
Is it the one
No,
about a boat?
About?
A boat.
A boat?
A ship.
No.
No?
It's more like post-civil America.
Okay. Interesting.
Which country would you relocate to if you could, and why?
I feel like we've answered this before.
Yeah, we have.
What have you guys answered?
Oh, relocate to Kenya.
Me too. It's
Kenya?
too vibey there.
Kenya, eh?
It's too vibey there right now, bro. Maybe Kenya or Kigali, to be fair, because Kigali also seems like it might be something, just that it doesn't seem as vibey as Nairobi is. Maybe.
Relocate. I feel like Kenya is too close to home. Maybe SA for me.
Lord Shede. I'm not gonna
It's already happening to me here. So I would move SA or one of the countries that offer remote visas. And that's the why. I'm answering the why. That's countries like Singapore, Malaysia, one of them, like Philippine type things. Because of the remote work. Like they give you like is it like a 10-year work visa? If you're like a remote worker, something like that. So that's where I would go.
Okay.
How do I get my lick back? I don't know.
Look back how what happened?
I also don't know.
No story.
Yeah.
Add context, bro.
Yeah, you
Add context.
don't just send.
Yeah, add context.
Like, lick back. Anyway, solid episode last week. My health bar chiller increased. Thanks for the laughs as I wash. Thanks for the laughs as I wash utensils. Thanks, man. That's the last one.
Hard. Bro, this was fun. We will for sure be back next week. We'll see our patrons on the weekend though. Yeah. April is looking like a good month. Very interesting month. You guys need to stay focused. The quarter has just begun. Push, man. Push, bro, so that you can take a vacation at the end of the quarter, man.
Definitely.
Also start planning those vacations.
Definitely.
Have you guys, from like your resolutions that we reviewed the other week, have you taken any steps to like correct things? I'm buying myself something this week. And I'm going to decide what it is. I've been seeing some hard watches on
There's a
IG.
day I ate a salad though.
I love but just a salad. People have started recommending salads. Yeah, so there's one they recommended. I want to go try it.
There's a guy who sent a hard salad. And I saw it was from the US.
These are gonna turn into herbivores, bro.
Nah.
They're supposed to be omnivores. Why are you
That's a
trying to
funny
turn
thing,
guys
bro.
into herbivores?
Like, I legitimately be staying full for longer, bro. No BS. Like, I stay full for longer when my plate is half greens, bro.
Okay,
or half cabbage.
but
or half
like, give me like a chicken salad. Let it have some meat to it.
100%.
Pause.
100%.
Yeah. Like let there be some meat. Just don't give me like
all the
greens.
salads guys are recommending are tuna salads or chicken salads, or salad, steak salad.
They're like a beef salad.
Yeah, it should be like
I guess that's
steak,
counterintuitive.
steak salad.
Yeah, steak salad. That sounds fire. I would do that.
Chikalai.
That's not a salad.
A pork salad is nuts. Pork with cabbage, bro. That is too funny,
And
bro.
see, here's the thing. In comparison to these salads that are like 35 bob, 25 bob, Chikala is like 18K.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, any plans for the week?
Man, work, bro. For me, I don't have plans.
No.
Me neither.
I don't have any plans.
Okay, man. Fair enough. All right. Hug your dad. Kiss your mom. Text your boy. What? No. Hug your mom.
Yeah.
Kiss your dad. Check on your boys. Text your babe.
Be Arawi.
Yeah, be present.
Be present.
Travel
co.
Yeah, take that road trip, bro.
Yeah.
Book that road trip. Or that vacation. Go for brunch on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're talking.
Yeah.
We'll
Take off your
address
phone.
brunch. I have some issues with brunch that I have to address.
Oh, from this brunch of this weekend.
Yeah, just generally.
Did you attend a brunch this weekend?
No.
Or just in general? You better address it now before we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Alchemist threatened us with a thing. They said, we've closed branch, blah, 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 blah. I just think it was like them stopping their partnership with Power Guide, right?
I guess.
You guys, what is brunch? I need to
Oh,
understand.
did you not know about this?
Trench.
You didn't hear us talking about this last time? Brunch. It's no longer called brunch. It's called brunch.
Brunch is like drinking and lunch.
I guess, bro. Like drunk
Drinks
lunch.
and lunch. Yeah. I've never had that word, bro.
They're extending the time.
So is it later? Does it start later?
I don't know. I think it's still the same thing.
I think guys went at
Lunchtime.
lunchtime either way.
Till that.
Yeah, they probably did because I
Most
saw
guys
people
went at, like,
eating.
2, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go because I didn't have power, so I didn't I'd honestly forgotten about it. But now it's weekly. I think it's not monthly,
Is it?
so I think it's every Sunday.
But they've had a brunch every Sunday. Will it be Ciroc brunch every Sunday?
This thing is drenched by Ciroc pineapple.
Every Sunday.
I think it's every Sunday.
Probably not.
I might be cooking, but I honestly think it's every Sunday
seemed like
from
this
the
weekend-
communication I got.
Seemed like this weekend it was on the same day as the.
There were like
14,
3
20.
branches. Yeah, the mouth fitting.
That thing looked nice, man. I won't hold you. I won't hold you. That thing looked kawa.
Fitting looked kawa.
That
There
setup
were
looked
some
kawa.
things
You know me,
there.
I like a cute brunch, bro. Keep it cute, bro. That's what I like.
It was
man.
cute.
It looked cute.
It was
man.
cute.
It looked
Now,
Like the one
I'm
in
not a
the
brunch guy.
Magabzi.
Yes.
I'm not a branch guy. Gabsy. Oh, Gabs.
Gab.
I was be like, did Gabsy perform? I'm not a branch guy. That branch, I would have gone, bro.
You look nice. You look
If
nice.
I had power, I would have ironed my shirt and gone.
You look nice. It wasn't bottomless. That's my only knock.
It wasn't.
It was like Ciroc. It was the
Bottomless
Ciroc setting.
Was it? How much was it?
It was like Ciroc, so you don't pay.
Okay, fair enough.
It's so funny that now brunch is like the new craze. Like everyone is talking about brunch every.
I mean, the birthday thingy we had on Saturday was a brunch. But I have complaints. Their bottomless game at 5.
Was it brunch vibes though? What time did it start?
It's come. It's in Chigo. It was just
What time
like
did
a
it
place
start?
with brunch. It starts at midday, but we got there at 3.
So you can't blame them.
Yeah.
They
And I
were
will tell you,
working.
at 4:55.
Yeah.
Guys, what that those woo thingies? Those woo pictures.
To be fair, even the 1420 thing was not called a brunch. They called it a day party.
Yeah, it was
Similar
day party, yeah.
Similar to Silo. They
Silo,
don't call it a brunch, they call it a
vacation.
day party. So yeah.
This one is brunch. I guess brunch. I guess only place with brunch right now is like Le Chateau.
Yeah, and I think Stonehaven.
Oh yeah, Stonehaven as well. Do people still go to Stonehaven?
I
The
think
brunch?
so.
I've not seen it in a while.
It's the right time to go now. When the hype has died down,
And you just go and blast.
just go eat and just chill, like just have a nice chill day.
I hear it. I
Is the
might
miracle thing
go.
still going on?
What?
The Friday miracle thing.
The Meraki
thing.
That's our game night.
people go. I don't know if like game night is still, because I've also not been there in a bit,
So it
but
died
I
out
see
a
people there. I don't know.
This be the right time to be going, bro. When things are now, the
When
fire has
it's
cooled a bit.
you just
you
go
can get a
and
prime
blast,
experience
bro.
there, bro.
Yeah.
Get a prime experience there.
That I see a bunch of people on Snap going, so I don't know if it's still there, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I
Anyway,
got
brunch.
hug your dad, kiss your mom, check on your boys, text your babe, be present, save and invest,
Travel.
travel a bit, bro trips.
Be accountable. Be accountable.
Yeah, hold each other accountable,
Yeah.
bro. Hold each other accountable. Pray for each other in the bar, man. It's
Don't be
important, bro. You can never know how you're going to get home.
Warn your buddies. man.
Warn your friends to go straight home, bro.
Don't be a safe space for bullshit.
Yeah, do not be
Yeah.
a safe space for BS, bro. And we'll see you guys next week, man. Africa must unite. Peace.